is so that I can change it and the judge will know who you are. So let's start with iPhone. I spoke with you earlier this morning. May I have your name, please?
Ricardo Munoz.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Munoz.
You're welcome.
So I have a person here, signed on as Galaxy A02. Do you know how to change your name on your device?
No.
Okay, hold on a second, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Cleveland.
Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Colliver.
All right.
There she is.
Morning, Mr.
Let's do
Viking.
it. Good morning, everyone.
Good
36th
morning.
District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. Most of you in my courtroom should be a part of the specialty court docket. And so you should already know what the court's expectations are on this morning, so I won't go through them. I want to welcome and thank Ms. Kimberly Martin for serving on this morning as our court reporter. Good morning, Ms. Martin.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, I have already made you our co-host.
Okay.
And so I don't want to speak out loud that the docket is not as heavy as it usually is, but we had that on Tuesday and it backfired on me. So I won't say that today, Ms. Martin, but thank you for
Please
coming
do.
to serve.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I am going to start off by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record. Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney P, 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed, and your motion. Okay, and your motion is granted. Good morning to you as well.
Thank you. Good morning.
And good morning, Judge Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens, and good morning to you. All right, Ms. Cleveland, you're at the top of my screen.
Morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you all. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. And then Mr. Griffin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right, thank you, Mr. Griffin. With that, from the attorneys, are there any preliminary, oh, no, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey was just down here and now he's back at his workstation. Mr. Yancey, Place your
Good-
appearance on the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court.
All right, very good. Good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
With that, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, are there any preliminary matters for me?
Yes, Judge. We have a new intake this morning, Mr. David Colliver. I'd like to go into a breakout room with him and talk about the court's order, if I may.
All right, very good. Ms. Martin, if you could place David Tolliver and Attorney Reed in a breakout room, that would be great. Good morning, Mr. Tolliver. I look forward to talking with you later during our court session.
Good morning.
Okay?
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you. I have the invitation. Am I in a breakout room now? I see Mr. Yancey.
No,
I'm still in the courtroom.
No, Mr. Reed, you're here yet.
I'm still in the courtroom. Okay, thank you.
So I'm gonna set up the breakout. And Mr. Tolliver, you should have an invitation to breakout room number 1. Please accept that invitation.
Thank you. I have an invitation.
All right, very good. There's a young lady that's on a Galaxy A02S with the denim jacket on. Ma'am, tell me your name.
Latasha Williams Taylor.
All right, Miss Williams Taylor, I'm going to place your name on your device so we can know if you should be with us.
Yes,
She should be.
yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. All right, thank you, ma'am. Everyone else's device should be on mute until we get started. All right, are there any other preliminary matters for my consideration?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, if nothing else, I am ready. What about from the case managers?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. We are going to start with Mr. Grunwald on this morning. Good morning, Mr. Grunwald.
Morning, ma'am.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing really good. Thank you.
You are doing really good. Very good. All right, Mr. Grunwald, let me place your case number on the record. I have for Gregory Grunwald, Z806-6981. State your full name for the record.
Gregory Justin Grunwald.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Grunwald, tell me what you've been doing since it seems like I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, I just met at the courthouse, I believe, last Monday. We did our pictures for graduation. It's kind of a surreal feeling coming to an end of this, the end of the road here. I've just been, reflecting and thinking back on, I guess these last 2 years now, everything that brought me here, brought me to meet you guys and everything. And I'm appreciative. I'm grateful that everything is ending. And I'm also like I said, I've just been thinking back on everything. Like there have been moments like in the last couple of days that I've almost, like been brought to tears of just like going through this whole thing. Not like, I don't mean like sadness, but like I think I mentioned before, like there was one time, I think you guys were down in DC, I believe. And I mentioned, I spoke with, Mr. Griffin, Brian Griffin for a little bit. And it was really just guy talk, and like just shooting the breeze, for a little bit, just as people rather than as a, as a case manager and, probie. And I've been really appreciative, that I haven't, like, this has been for all the trouble that I got myself into coming here. This has been actually a really good experience. I never once felt like I was, treated. I never once felt like I was like a criminal or like I know I did something wrong, very wrong, but I've always been treated with respect, and spoken to with respect, and it's been a really good experience, just, to sum it up.
Yes, absolutely. And so, Mr. Grunwald, are you able to share with the court and the people in the courtroom something that you've learned that you're going to take with you and just apply to your everyday life when you're done with us? Look, next week, graduation is next week.
Somebody in a meeting, I believe it was last week, was mentioned something about, again, it may sound cliche or like sort of par for the course, but somebody mentioned like the building blocks in sober life. And what that meant to me is what I got from that is basically I've just sort of been I started working on my credit, I opened a new card to hopefully start growing in points, and it's been working out the last couple of months. So I'm just trying to prepare myself for, I'm going back to my last job at General Motors soon too. I think in 2 weeks now. So,
look at you! Oh my goodness, that's been on the table for a while. Yes, Mr. Grunwald.
Yeah, so I'll be going back there, and then once that starts, I'll start saving up for a home again, buying my first house, and like I said, the building blocks kind of thing, like I mentioned in the AA meeting. I just figured I should have started yesterday kind of thing, but here I can't think about that now. I just got to start now. So, working on my credit, start saving money soon, and just set up for the future now finally.
Mr. Grunwald, that is awesome. Listen, not only are you going back to General Motors, but you're going back better.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. That has been a long road for you, and you've had to practice a high level of patience. But look, it worked out for you. I'm so proud of you. I am. Very good. Very, very good. I know you have your journal over there. Tell me something you wrote this week that you can share. I know you do. Tell me something you wrote this week that you can share with us.
Well, I've been taking like mental inventories. Like I've said before, it's kind of like the sober life is kind of like the days have been, running together since I've been doing it so long now. So I've kind of been reflecting and like taking a mental inventory on being like what it actually means to be alcohol free. And I'm one of those, I like working out and lifting and stuff. And one thing that alcohol does is really bad for is like joint inflammation and stuff like that. So I've just been thinking about that, like kind of going over that. Like I'm 2 years alcohol free now, and all my joints, I'm feeling strong. My joints feel good, without all the inflammation and irritation. So
oh my God, thank you for sharing that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, so I've just been, sort of repeating that in my head, especially when I'm in the gym. I'm telling myself in my head, I haven't been drinking. I know I can lift this weight because, I know I've been eating right. Everything is in line. This weight that I just put on the bar, that I know this is going to go up because I know I've prepared the right way to, to move this weight, sort of thing. So I know it's kind of seems kind of niche, but it's what's been helping me lately.
Listen, I hope the courtroom is listening. You shared an aspect of having the absence of alcohol in your life that probably some people don't even think about. You feel better. You're right. Alcohol causes inflammation. They don't tell you that on the bottle, do they?
Yeah, right.
They don't. Listen, and if you've never had inflammation, first of all, keep living, keep getting older, and you will have it. And it is no joke. It does not feel good. And it just makes you feel horrible, right? It doesn't matter if it's in your knees, your ankles, wherever, makes you feel horrible. But you notice the correlation between alcohol and inflammation, and you feel better. I think that's a wonderful thing. That's another reason to not go back, right, Mr. Grunwald?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Yep, big one.
Yeah, very good. All right, I'm excited for you for graduation. I'm excited about how great it's going to be and how well you're going to be able to be treated as a graduate. Our first graduation since the pandemic, our first graduation in 2 years. Almost 3 years, right? And so we are excited. And so, Mr. Griffin, is there anything else you want to share with respect to Mr. Grunwald?
Actually glad he came on today to share, because today was supposed to be a face-to-face. It was a placeholder because of graduation, but I'm glad that he did get on today just to share with some of the new people that's in the courtroom today. But you could just see the growth of Mr. Grunwald, and me and him, like he said, sometimes we just talk, not about court, not about, just life, just talking. So I'm very proud of him. I'll keep up the good work. Very happy for you that you got your job back. I know that was something that at the beginning of this, you knew that was going to take some time, but I think you and your sobriety, you prepared for it now. So when you come back, they're going to see a new you. So, take advantage of that. But other than that, Your Honor, I'll see him, I think, on Monday for a rehearsal, and then we're graduating next Thursday. So,
all right, I love it. I love it. Make sure you check your chat, Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
All right.
All
right, go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
If I could, Mr. Grunwald, when you were here Monday, I saw you. We just had a really brief encounter, and I think with our program, it has a different effect on different people. But one thing I had noticed about you, just in that brief encounter, is you seem like you were at peace. And boy, when you're at peace, instead of you pushing towards the world can come to you. And that's seemingly like where you are. And just to see where you are now from your start. And then sometimes we think that we're not really matched with the right case manager, but you got the perfect match. Sometimes Mr. Griffin and myself have a competition to see who's the best case manager. He thinks he beats me all the time, but that's okay. But other than that, congratulations. I wish a whole lot of people were on today just to hear what you said, but sometimes it's not the quantity, it's the quality. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, wonderful. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Grunwald?
You're on mute, Mr. Fikens.
Oh.
Judge, if I can only reiterate what other people were saying, and that is, Mr. Grunwald, you've come a long, long way. I was just thinking back to some of the early days that we've had, and it was hard to pry anything out of you. And now you're talking, and now you're interacting, And I think what Mr. Yancey said was kind of right. You know, you have the confidence, the world comes to you. Maybe that was Mr. Griffin who said that. I don't know who the best case manager is either. So said that.
Mr. Yancey.
But congratulations.
I don't know. That's a toss up right there. Okay.
It's Mr. Yancey.
You've come a long way, sir, and it's great to see it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Wait, give me 1 second. Is Mr. Curtis in the courtroom still?
He says he's gonna go and get on Zoom.
Okay, very good. All right. And so, Mr. Grunwald, I am so excited for you. I look forward to seeing you in person next week. I look forward to celebrating you for our graduation. You have been awesome. And so if you don't have any questions, I'm not gonna hold you up today. I will see you. Your next court date will be, and final court date will be May 19th, 8:35 a.m. Is that right, Mr. Griffin?
Yep, they'll be coming in person. I think they've been given instructions, whatever, so they'll be coming in person. Then the rehearsal on Monday. So yeah, and also it was nice to see you in person for the first time when I saw you the other day. So it was good to to see people. So that was really good. So I can't wait till Thursday also.
Is that
all right?
Is that rehearsal in person at the courthouse, or is that the I believe that somebody said there's a Williams Center?
Yeah, something? But you're gonna come to the courthouse.
Okay.
And we'll proceed together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Grunwald. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Thursday, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Curtis, I know that we have Antonia Smith in the courtroom, and she's supposed to do her community service at 10 o'clock this morning. I was not aware of that, Ms. Smith, because otherwise I would have scheduled you to come here at a different time. Do you have a hat on in my courtroom? No, ma'am. All right, and so I know you got hair now, but you can't have a hat on in the courtroom. All right, and so Ms. Smith, you know what's going on, right? Yes. That you had a positive screen. Yes. And Mr. Curtis, were you able to talk with the provider about the use of mouthwash?
Yeah, yes, sure. I spoke to Ms. Smith about it, but not to the provider.
Oh, no, I need you to speak to the provider because it's was she using the SoberLink?
No, Your Honor, she reported that she had used the mouthwash before she went and tested because of her.
Meaning to provide a urine sample or to blow on a SoberLink?
It was on the PBT machine.
Okay, and that's not gonna cut it, Mr. Curtis. Before I even brought her in, I should have had some information to verify what's going on from the provider. I mean, if there's a question about it, since she's saying that it's mouthwash, was there anything else done?
Your Honor, her the PBT machine reported 0.01%.
Okay.
So,
all right. So that may be that it was a contaminant, something in her mouth that caused it to register. All right. And so Miss Smith, I still don't feel bad about you coming down here because you have received instructions on what you can and cannot do when you are testing for alcohol or testing for any substance. So if you choose to do those things, then you're going to continue to come down here and see me. You might like coming to see me. I don't know. But you've got to make sure that you're following instructions before you're testing. Okay. All right. I want you to, what's that? I can't hear you.
She said instructions on what not to use before testing.
Okay. And they didn't give you those instructions before? Well, she said she sent them to you. I can't hear you, ma'am. Talk up. You over there whispering. Come on. What now?
Jasmine said she sent it to my email, but I never received them. Even yesterday when she supposed to send them, I never received them.
Okay. All right. So you have the instructions. Look, Ms. Smith, You know, the reason I had you come in because you were here another time. And we got the confirmation back that said that it was something environmental. But let me say this to you. You need to start keeping a log of what you eat, what you drink, and what you use. Because as I've said before in this program, folks are not going to continue to test positive, even if it is environmental. That can't happen. We can't have that in this program, okay? So now you know about the mouthwash. You need to be making sure that you're doing everything you're supposed to do to not get a positive read. Because even with environmental, I'm not gonna allow you to test positive. That's gonna cause you some problems. So if you know it's your hand soap, your sanitizer, you need to stop using it, okay? Because you cannot test positive throughout the life of this program.
Okay.
All right, go do your community service. Does she already have a return to court date, Mr. Curtis?
Your Honor, that would most likely be graduation.
May 19th,
May
gotcha,
19th.
okay. Very good. So I'll see you in person again on next week, Thursday, all right?
Yesterday too.
What were you here for yesterday? I didn't see you
I dropped yesterday.
here at the court. Oh, okay, all right. All right, all right, Ms. Smith, do well at your community service, okay?
And then I leave there and go to work.
All right, Ms. Smith, I see you doing it. Very good, very good. I'm proud of you. No, ma'am, don't send us no lunch. You know I'm a finicky eater. Bye, Ms. Smith. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Curtis.
All right.
And thank you for letting me know
Yeah.
that she had to go to work. All right, very good. Let's keep going, Mr. Curtis. I'm gonna keep going with the rest of my specialty court docket. Mr. Griffin, who do we have up next? Oh, you're on mute, Mr. Griffin.
The only people I see on, we have two new people, Mr. Munoz, that's Mr. Yancey, and I have Miss Rios. That's gonna be her second review. And I believe Miss Cleveland have one person also. So I think they all phase one people, Your Honor, so it's really
All right.
no order.
All right, that works. And so that means that everybody who's on, you must remain in the courtroom until I can finish the entire docket. So I'm going to start with Mr. Munoz until I finished all of the phase one people, not the entire docket. All right, I'm going to start with Mr. Munoz. I have case number 0906713401. Mr. Munoz, please unmute and state your full name. Mr. Munoz, can you hear me?
Muted, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you now.
There you are. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor.
State your name for me.
Ricardo Munoz Guadiana.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Munoz, can you get in just a little more light for me? I can't see your face and I want to.
Okay. Let me open my shade.
That's better. Wonderful. Now I can see you.
Gotta get by the window, Your Honor.
There you go. Good. All right. How have you been, Mr. Munoz, so far?
I've been all right, Your Honor. I've been okay. Last week I had went to test. I went 4 times. I misread the text that they gave me, so I went 4 times. And and I thought I wanted to be able to work, but I squeezed in to work a couple days this week. So I guess it's been going all right.
Okay, this should not interfere with your ability to work. We will work with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But understanding that your sobriety is first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I understand. And I had went to the Detroit recovery program, but they scheduled me a date because they were packed, or they gave me till May 16th next week.
Okay,
and I had told them
but
about
you did go.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I did go. They gave me a card, and I'm scheduled for the May 16th at 11 o'clock.
All right, very
Or
good.
Mrs.
Very
Castle, I
good.
think. Mrs. Castle, I got the card right here.
All right, wonderful. Look at you. You're on top of things.
Yes,
You're
ma'am. Yes.
testing and you're getting into your therapy. And so that's, you're gonna get assessed rather. And so
Right.
that's wonderful. All
Right,
right,
right.
and you're also working.
Yes. I'm pretty. So
All
yeah,
right.
I'm pretty happy. You know. So
You pretty happy?
yes, I'm trying to get it together. So I will. I will.
And you will.
Oh,
And
yes.
you will. Yes,
Right.
you will. What's been the most difficult part so far?
No, ain't no difficulties about it. There's been everything's been good. You know, I'm more happier. You know, and been right here. I've been a lot with my parents and stuff. So you know, it's been really good. It's been really good.
All right, very good. And your parents have been supportive of you?
Right. Yeah.
They have
Oh, yeah.
been. All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team on this morning?
Oh, no questions, Your Honor.
All right, very good.
But just
Mr.
about
Yancey?
just that thing, I didn't want to get
Go
in
ahead.
trouble, and I was like, "Oh man, they changed my appointment," and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to get in trouble, man. Hopefully they don't lock me up." I was like, but they were like, "No,
we
we'll
don't
let
want
them
to lock
know."
people up. We don't want to lock people. We want people to get the help that they need. Listen,
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
encourage you that when you go and you get your assessment, be brutally honest with the person
Right.
that's assessing you.
Right,
Okay?
right.
Don't hold back anything because you've been down this road before
Right.
and you fell off. And so you want to really get down to the root of what's going on so that
Right.
once you get on a path of recovery, you will stay on it for the
Right,
rest
right.
of your life.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So I want
Yes.
you to be brutally, they can't tell me what you all talk about. All they can tell me is, are you showing up? This is what they
Right.
recommended for treatment and whether or not you're showing up and participating, doing your assignments and all those things. They won't
Right.
tell me nothing that goes on in those sessions. So I want to make sure you're comfortable and you share and be open and honest with them, okay?
Right. Right. Yes, Your Honor. I will.
All right. All right, very good. Let me hear from the case manager.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Munoz, he re-entered our program on May 2nd of this year from a 2000, I believe, 16 case. So I'm really happy he was able to Zoom in because I wasn't able to contact him by phone. So we'll have to work on that, Mr. Munoz, but we're really happy to see you.
Thank you.
On your correct court date.
Right.
I see that you do have a card for Detroit Recovery Project. We appreciate
Yes.
that.
Right.
I know that you did screen 5 out of 7 days. They've all been negative. We appreciate that turnaround. I'm sure that you feel better. I know your parents are happy, you know, at your situation. So, you know, hopefully, you know, what you feel now, you think is 20 times better than before, and that'll motivate you to stay on this path.
Right.
So we just want you to continue what you're doing. We'll assist you in all ways that we can. And we just want the best for you. This wasn't so much punishment. We're just trying to force you to be better. And
Right.
I think in the end, you'll be happy that you re-encountered our program.
Right.
So
I
Your
feel
Honor,
more energetic, so I feel good.
Okay. So Your Honor, he's in good status at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members? Ask to Mr. Munoz.
No, I'd just like to tell him to keep up the good work that he's been doing.
Thank you.
You're on the right path, sir. So keep working hard at it. You're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Munoz's next date should be May 19th. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
That's correct, Your Honor. I'll get him the information, but that will be the 19th. I think that'll be something special that he'll see on the 19th, and that'll be an additional motivator, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then Mr. Munoz, you're gonna stay on with us until I finish the other two cases. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna see you in person again on the 19th of May.
Oh, so I'm gonna go in the court.
Yes, sir, it's graduation.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We'll
All
communicate
right,
before then.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Nair.
all right, keep up the great work you're doing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, mute yourself and hang in there with us.
All right.
Okay. Let's go to Miss Williams Taylor. Miss Williams Taylor, if you could unmute. I have the following. I have case number Z8080601. Miss Williams Taylor, please state your full name.
Latasha Williams Taylor.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
Can you share with us why you're tired?
Work. I'm at work right now.
Work. Okay, all right, and you've got a lot on your plate, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you're managing it, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, very good. So I want you to realize that strength and those organizational skills that you have deep down inside and continue to tap into them, okay? Because you can do it, because you're doing it. You're actually doing it.
Thank you.
All right, how have you been doing with working the program? You're still new to us. How are you doing?
I've been doing good. Staying consistent, talking to my therapist and doing my drops.
Okay, staying consistent, talking to your therapist, doing your drops. You're not having issues with any of those things?
No.
All right. And so how do you feel about having to do those aspects of the program? Are you okay? Are you all in? Or are you still kind of trying to figure out, is this what I really want to do?
No, I'm all in for it. I'm all in.
You all in?
Yes.
All right. I love it. I'm glad that you're all in, Miss Williams Taylor. Listen, I know this is new to you. I know that it seems like we have dropped a lot on your plate, but we are here to help you and it is going to get better, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No.
All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you have for Miss Williams Taylor?
Good morning, Your Honor, again, and everyone. Ms. Taylor and I have been talking. I do have to apologize because I have been away and I'm really trying to connect and bond with Ms. Taylor as her case manager to get to know her, get to know her a little more. And also to, just to make sure that she understands the whole approach for the program. But we are going to reconnect and talk more now. She's testing, she's compliant with your court orders, Your Honor. I'm waiting for the follow-up paperwork from her vendor. So I'm just waiting to get those documents that we need to do further assessments for her. But I just want to tell her thank you for being patient with me. She is aware that next week is the graduation that has to be in person. I believe she may need a letter for her attendance for that day because her employer is very strict. I'm going to just use that word. And she always tells me when we talk about the needs of, her employment. So I'm just looking forward to working with her closer, and it's going to get better. She's going to do fine, I believe. Very confident.
All right, very good. And so I'm going to ask the case managers for those individuals that need those letters that need to be signed by me. Let's get those done this week, well before Thursday, so that while we're trying to do graduation, we're not trying to do employment letters. So let's do that. I totally forgot. For those that need letters to be excused from work, we have them. I will sign them and you can have them in advance to get to your employer. Okay, so thank you for reminding me of that, Ms. Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other teammates as to Ms. Williams Taylor?
Miss Taylor, just hang in there. It starts off kind of hard, and it's hard to deal with the time management, but just it'll get better. It'll get better. You'll get better with the time management. It'll get smoother. Right now, it might not seem like it at all, but just give it a little bit of time.
Thank you.
And if I
Just a
might
little
add, Your
bit.
Honor,
Go ahead. Yes, please.
thank you, Anna. Ma'am, as my legal partner would say, I think he's in a breakout room right now. Don't get overwhelmed. This will get better. It's going to get easier and easier as you go along. So hang in there. Don't get overwhelmed by it. There's a lot in the beginning, but it keeps getting better and easier and easier. So hang in there, ma'am. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Judge.
Thank
All right, very good. If nothing else for Ms. Williams Taylor, I'm going to see you again at the graduation, but this time it'll be in person. Okay, so your date will be May 19th, 2022. All right?
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. I'm gonna have you mute, hang in there with me until we finish Ms. Rios, okay? All right, thank you. I have the following from Ms. Rios. I have case number 20044511801. Ms. Rios, please unmute and state your full name.
Angelica Rios.
Okay, good morning to you. I don't know what they doing in this courtroom, but they doing something. Y'all know I be ear hustling, eye hustling. I only hustle with one ear, but okay. All right. Good morning, Miss Rios. Good morning to you. All right. I have her down for 10:30. Should she have been a face-to-face this morning, or Mr. Griffin, we're in the right?
Yeah, Your Honor, I think that was a mistake because my two faces was at 8:35 and she was at 10:35 for some reason. So that's why she was coming on late, because she received some of the mails at 10:35. So I called her and told her that she needed to be on at 8:35. Because this only her second review, Your Honor.
All right, that's what I thought. I'm like, she's fairly new to us.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Rios, tell me, how's it going?
It's going okay. How have you been?
I have been well. Thank you, ma'am. Busy, but well. It's so nice when folks ask me how I've been doing. I'm doing well.
I'm glad the weather's better.
I'm glad the weather is better too. I just want to get out of this building early enough to enjoy just even a little bit of it. I want to ride my shiny red bike. I haven't been able to do it yet. Not yet. I will though. I will this week. I will.
Do you
All
ride
right, Miss? Go ahead.
I was going to ask you if you ride the bike for cancer, the cancers, when they ride the bikes.
I have not. I do the walk though. I do the Carmanos walk, and so for the cure, and so I walk for my sister and several other friends. And so yes, I do that, but I haven't done the bicycle. I don't know if I can last that long on the bicycle, but you know, I don't know. On the walk, I usually make it halfway through, and then I have to get on the little bus with the people that they picking up. And so I go on, and they always look at me and like, are you a patient? No, I'm here to help. I'm here to help those that are struggling on the walk when I'm almost about to die in the walk, right? So I'm trying to get it together. All right, Miss Rios, you've been working our program for a couple of weeks. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's no problem.
No problem. Tell me what you've been doing to work it.
Everything I have to do. People might think it's hard, and it's not. It's real easy.
It's an adjustment though, right?
It's really not an adjustment. I mean, basically I'm doing what I have to do with my drops and my classes, take care of my son, work when I can. I have little medical problems.
Wait a minute, somebody's moving around. Hold on. I'm sorry. One more time, Miss Rios.
I said I've been, doing what I have to do. Is just the only thing is just with my medical problems going right now. that, it's kind of holding me back a little bit with work. But other than that, I'm still doing my classes and stuff that, being on Zoom makes it easier because with my doctor's
Yeah.
appointment, yeah.
All right, very good. I hope that you're doing everything that you can do and should be doing to handle your medical concerns, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. That's very important to me. So make sure you're following up, you're following instructions, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do to take care of yourself physically and medically, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Is there anything you need us to help you with?
I'm just still with the bus tickets, basically, I guess.
Okay, I'm having a hard time hearing her. So can we turn the volume up in here, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I think either she's not close enough to her device. I'm sorry, what did you need help with, Ms. Rios?
Okay, basically, like the transportation, just like the bus tickets, I guess.
Yep. I'll make sure I send
Okay.
you some bus tickets. I'll put some in the mail. Well, I'll see you next week, but I'll put some in the mail before then, though.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Anything else you need us to help you with? No? All right, well, if you think of something, you have your case manager right there. You also have the individual that you're speaking with at Adult Wellbeing. So make sure you're communicating. So if there are things that we should be addressing, that we have the ability to do so, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Ms. Rios?
Your Honor, Ms. Rios is doing well. She's in compliance with your court order. Once we get in stuff, and she does have some medical issues that I will address to you and let you know what's going on. That she recently came on, so she do have appointments and different things. So, like I said, I'll discuss that further in staffing to bring you where. But she has sent me all the documentations of her appointments and things that she got going on. So, me and her been talking back and forth. And I told her, the issues that the things that she was facing, I told her to make sure that she talked about that in counseling. So to let them know if she feel comfortable enough to let them know what's going on in her life or whatever. And, discuss those worries and things like that. So we did have those conversations. But other than that, she's still, I told her just to stay positive. Things are going to work out. And but she has been doing what she's supposed to do as far as her being in the program for the first 2 weeks to a month. So, but other than that, I just encourage her just to stay positive.
All right, very good, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Griffin, and no other questions, Ms. Rios, your return to court date will be May 19, 2022 as well for our graduation, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to all of our phase 1 participants this morning before I release them? No?
No, Your
All
Honor.
right.
I'm good.
All right, very good. All of you are doing very well. Keep up the good work. Continue to work hard. The load will get lighter as you progress through the program, and we are here to help you along the way. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I believe that we have an intake. Mr. Reed, I had to place you on mute over there with all that shuffling. I placed you on mute. All right. I'll have to ask you to unmute. How about that? All right. I don't see Mr. Tolliver. Did he come back to the courtroom?
Mr. Colliver was still in the breakout room, Judge. He was having some difficulty coming back. If you could close the breakout room, I'm sure he will return.
All right, I'll move him back. I don't know if there's something he has to accept in order to come back. All right. Miss Martin, I'm gonna let you figure out Mr. Tolliver
Okay, Judge.
before I mess it up. Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. I think I'm going to move them to the main session.
I just did that. Oh, there it goes. All
Okay,
right.
perfect.
It did work. Okay, wonderful. All right, Mr. Tolliver, good morning to you again.
Good morning.
All right, give me 1 second, Mr. Reed. I need to just set up one thing, and then I am ready on Mr. Tolliver. Ms. Mack, did you have the opportunity to run Mr. Tolliver? With my good ear. Hold on.
Two Geminis.
All right, oh. Say no more. Say no more. All right, wonderful. Mr. Tolliver is in great shape. Let's do it. I have case number 210-446-3401. Mr. Tolliver, state your full name for me.
My name is David Colliver.
All right, Mr. Tolliver, I'm so glad that you have decided to join us. I hope that things are going well with you so far, are they?
I'd like to go home.
I understand it. I understand it. And but you're doing well where you are for right now, right?
Yeah, but I'm stressing out. I'm worried about losing all the things on my property and everything, and my truck, and because I'm not at home and I'm not able to, to transact the way I need to. They got my phone and it's locked down, and I've been asking for my phone for a week, and I can't even call the bank. I can't call the people that support me. And it's stressful. They're not whipping me or beating me down or anything. It's just that I'm accustomed to being home.
I understand that. And you know, Mr. Tolliver, that the reason you're there is because we needed to get you some help. But I'm going to hear from who's presenting Mr. Tolliver, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, I'm going to hear from Mr. Yancey. And Mr. Yancey, let's talk about what's next for him, where he is, how long he's been there, if there have been any recommendations as to how long he should be there. And then I don't want to miss out. He's raised some concerns and I want to address those to make sure that he may not be able to have his phone at the facility all day, but so that he can at least take care of his business. How can we accomplish that? Okay. So
yes,
Mr. Yancey, I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, Your Honor. So before the court, this is David Thomas Tolliver, Your Honor. He's before the court due to an operating while intoxicated conviction. He was referred to our specialty court by Judge Bryant. So, Your Honor, he is a single father of three adult children. Your Honor, he is a resident of the city of Westland. He's a high school graduate and a trade school graduate, and he is a retired electrician. He does not have a license at this time, as his license was revoked. He did complete the needs assessment. I do have the results of that assessment, which is part of why we did refer him to inpatient upon our first meeting. Ms. Cleveland had a lot to do with that, Your Honor. He reports he's in good mental health, Your Honor. He is having some physical health challenges that he did report. And, where you see him now, he is currently at an Elmhurst home. I believe he has been there since April 20th of this year. And he reports that his main support system is his sister at this time.
Okay. All right. And so, Mr. Yancey, have you received any updates from Elmhurst as to what their plan is with respect to treatment? I know that This was a matter where he had to go inpatient first because of the condition that he was in and because of the results of his assessment. But have we received anything additional?
I haven't received anything additional. I have to make sure that they have my correct contact information to email or at least call me with what their thoughts are. We can work on that as soon as this afternoon to see what they can tell me as far as what they think the status is or should be. I'm sure we can make some arrangements where he can use his phone. I'm not sure how long they think he should be there and what's the plan once he leaves. I would think it would be some kind of intensive outpatient, but I haven't received the update as of today.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Yancey, it looks like he's been there, what, approximately maybe 22 days. So
yes.
I really need you, let's touch base with Elmhurst because his release date is probably around the corner, but we want to know, what are they recommending? What are his needs? Should he be in intensive outpatient treatment? Should he just be in regular outpatient treatment? We want to be able to make sure that we're doing the right thing or that they prescribed the right thing and we're following those instructions.
Yes.
And so, Mr. Colliver, I know that you're ready to go home. I'm sorry, Mr. Yancey, the other thing, thank you for acknowledging. Let's reach out to make sure he can use his phone if he needs to call the bank or what have you. I don't know if there was some reason why they didn't have him with the phone, but let's find out. So, because he should be able to at least make sure that he doesn't lose his property and his, and if he needs to reach out to the bank or what have you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Tolliver. So Mr. Yancey's gonna get some answers today from Elmhurst. Hopefully they will respond on today. And so we'll let you know when you're going to be released and what that looks like. And so what I want you to focus on these last couple of days is not so much just getting out, but what's going to be different. What am I going to do differently? Because as you know, that based on your assessment, that's why you're there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And you understand that you need the help, right?
Yes.
All right. How do you feel, meaning physically, since you have been there? How are you feeling? What's different?
It's just the idea that, I go through the class and I understand what point they're trying to make. And it's, I'm trying to do those things myself, I guess, as far as, my moving into this senior citizen building, where there's no drugs, no alcohol, just a bunch of old 100-year-old people, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful, but, that's just one of the many things that I'm trying on, as opposed to doing the same thing over and over again.
All right, but it's going to take work, right, Mr. Tolliver?
Absolutely, I do.
And that work has to be internal work because it doesn't matter where you move or who you're surrounded by, you have to make a choice that I want to do something different. And in order to be able to make that choice, you've got to do some work on you. And that's why we've connected you with the treatment that you're receiving now and the treatment you'll receive when you leave there, okay?
Okay. I know it's.
Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, I understand it's an inside job and I'm responsible for my being here and I'll be responsible for the end results of this program that that you felt good enough to give to me and offer to me. And I do know I need it.
Yes, sir. Listen, Mr. Tolliver, thank you for acknowledging that there's an issue and that you need the help. And so just that alone is at least hope for you that you're going to make it. When you can acknowledge that I need help, then we know you're going to get to that finish line. So work with us. Don't ever hesitate to tell us what's going on. We truly, truly appreciate that. because that's going to make sure that helps us to make sure we're doing the right thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Who went in the breakout room? The attorney with Mr. Tolliver.
I did, Judge, and thank you for the opportunity to talk to Mr. Colliver. We had a good conversation. He was respectful and cooperative. He indicated to me that he does have a high school diploma degree from he's Pennsylvania, I believe that's where he attended high school. 2 years of college in New Mexico. He's licensed with the state of Michigan as an electrician. He's receiving Social Security now. He indicated to me that he resides at a senior citizens residence in Westland, and it sounds very impressive to me. Judge, he receives 3 square meals a day. They clean his apartment. He's received assistance from with his sister who lives here in Michigan, and he has a daughter out of state who also gives him some financial support. And he was very cooperative and outgoing in giving me the background, Judge. And I wanted to put that on the record. We also discussed some of his medical issues, and I won't put those on the record now, but I will bring them up in staffing. Judge, we did go over the court's order. We talked about drug testing, counseling. We talked about not leaving the state of Michigan without permission of the court. We talked about no alcohol, no drugs. We talked about the court's ability to amend, to change the order. He understands that. He is eligible to participate under Michigan law. We talked about some of the benefits of the program. His license is currently revoked. If he needs a license or wants a license, he have to come through us for the restricted license. He wanted to make that one of his goals. Judge, I am recommending him for participation in a drug treatment court. Again, he was respectful and courteous, and that goes a long way with me. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Tolliver, you had an opportunity to talk with Attorney Reed. Are you satisfied that he answered all of your questions?
Yes, yes, I am.
All right, very good. And Attorney Reed, you determined that Mr. Tolliver is in fact eligible to participate in our specialty court?
Yes, Judge, he is eligible to participate in our specialty court. Yes.
All right, and Mr. Yancey, did you determine whether or not Mr. Tolliver is, or if he's ever been a violent offender, and whether or not he is a substantial threat to the public?
Yes, Your Honor, I did determine that he's not a violent offender, nor is he a substantial threat to the public, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then with that, Mr. Tolliver, I'm welcoming you into our program. I'm excited that you are here. I look forward to working with you. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Yancey, next week I should see him in person. Is that correct?
He might still be in treatment there, Your Honor. If not, then we'll see him in person. I don't know if you want him. I don't know if you want him to leave the facility to come to.
I'd like you to speak with them and see if they can facilitate that for us.
Okay,
I think that would be good for him.
I will do that, Your Honor.
All right, so for now, we will put him down, return to court date for May 19, 2022. And that'll be for our graduation.
Yes, and if I could, Mr. Tolliver, if I could get the direct person that your therapist is to contact, that would be great. I don't know if you have a name right now, but you know,
Miss Milton is her name.
Okay.
What is the new court date?
Right now, it's going to be May 19th, but we'll have some discussions. I'll have some discussions with Miss Milton before then. Hopefully, today in the PM.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good.
What time?
If nothing, go ahead.
What time is that court date? I mean, what time is that date on the 19th?
For now, that's going to be at 8:35. But like I said, we'll have some discussions well before then.
Okay.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Tolliver, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And Mr. Yancey will circle back to me today or tomorrow to let me know what's going on with Elmhurst. And he'll also be communicating with you. You don't have to wait till the next hearing to see results because Mr. Yancey will be communicating with you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome, sir. Take care.
All right.
All right. I have the following matters that are still left on the docket. I have Ariel Cameron, Z8083171 and 217318781. Seems like I just saw Miss Cameron like 12 days in a row. All right. And so Miss Cameron, was she supposed to be a face-to-face today? Who has her case?
Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is Miss Robb's case. I know Miss Cameron was in court recently. I think that was this week. So I would just believe that her next court date would be the 19th, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And this was probably her previous court date before she had some issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I believe it was, Judge.
All right. Okay, great. Let's go to George Hart the fourth, Z8080881.
That's my case, Your Honor. I talked to Mr. Hart yesterday. He's excited about graduation next week. So today was a face-to-face. So he'll be at the rehearsal on Monday and graduation on Thursday. No problems. Continue to test, continue working. So he's very excited about meeting you. He's very excited about seeing people in person. So and Mr. Fikens, his buddy, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, that's wonderful. Mr. Hart has done a fabulous job with us in this program. And so, yes, look forward to it on Thursday. All right. I have a 9:45 pretrial. It's not scheduled yet. I'm going to jump down to the 10:35 docket for my folks who had face-to-face cases. And so I am starting with, oh no, at 9:45, I have Mr. Centino. So I'll come back at that time for him, Miss Cleveland, because it's not quite 9:45 yet. So I'm gonna drop down. I have for Zachary Hankins, Z8081221, Miss Cleveland.
Two things, Your Honor. Mr. Centino, I know you're mentioning him for 9:45, but did he show up in person for that one court date? You know, he had a violation and he was supposed to appear in person.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Check Mr. Centino. Thank you for jarring my memory. Check to see if he's in warrant status, Miss Matt. And when they go in warrant status, take them off my docket. Yeah, because you know what? He should be in warrant status.
Yes, because if he failed to appear. But that would be, I'm so sorry, Your Honor. That would, you know, of course, I was not able to get there to generate it. And I did try to contact him. I've been trying to call him and he is not returning my phone call. So I am very concerned about him because that is not like him not to communicate. And he does call me typically every Wednesday to report in. He's still in phase 1, but I believe he's having some struggles, Your Honor. I really do. And I just want to get him in there as soon as possible.
All right, well, I need you to bring that warrant down. We'll put it in the system. We'll take out his future court dates. And then because he had a date that he was supposed to report and
Yes, Your Honor.
in person, and he did not show up because he had a positive screen. And
Well,
so
he missed 2 screens.
he missed 2 screens. That's right.
Yes.
Missed 2 screens. And so Miss Cleveland, has he been testing at the third-party facility?
The last time I checked was yesterday. He did not go, he was not called again to test. So that's why too, but I'm going to make contact with them as well because he was supposed to test on Sunday, the 8th, which was a missed date, as well as Friday, the 6th. So those are the 2 missed dates that I have, but I have to check to see if his color was called again because the last time I checked, it had not been called.
All right, very good. I am concerned about Mr. Centeno. Do you have a contact for the closest next of kin for him? Or an emergency contact for him?
There was one, I'm gonna check his, we have in the DCMIS, we have a personal demographics, and that usually includes the contacts numbers for them. But I have all of his information. I have his cell phone, his email. I know where he's working. I have that listed. So hopefully we will.
But I need you to reach out to an individual to check in to make sure that he's all right.
Yes.
Because this is not like him. Even when he uses, he still shows up and responds.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So he should be in warrant status. Miss Cleveland, you have to bring that down to us this morning, okay?
I'll do the warrant. I'll do the warrant, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just noticed. All right.
All
All right.
Do you want me to do the one for the mistest or failure to appear?
It's actually both because
Both?
he was
Okay.
ordered to appear in person. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and that was for yesterday?
Tuesday.
For Tuesday, okay, I'll
Yes.
do the warrant, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin.
All right, very good. And then did you tell me about
Mr. Hankins?
Mr. Hankins? Did you give me? Oh, I wrote the wrong thing in here. All right, what about Mr. Hankins?
He's scheduled for his face-to-face today, so we are going to talk later on today. And his next court date is going to be the graduation attendance. He's aware of it. He says he will be there, and that is on May 19th, 2022. I'm going to say 8:35 a.m. I think that's how you're placing that on the docket. And but he is aware and he's confirmed that he will be there.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, good. Okay, I am now going to go to Holly Hoffman, case numbers Z8073211, case number Z8081061. For Ms. Hoffman?
Your Honor, she's my client and she is doing well. She is very enthusiastic about being a part of the program. She calls me and contacts me all the time. And I just want to say we're going to have our face-to-face later on today. She's aware of the graduation. She said that she will be in attendance there. And, she's just looking forward to meeting everybody in person.
All right, very good, very good. And then I have Lamar Irby, 210-444-2601. To Mr. Irby?
Yes, Your Honor, I did speak with him actually Tuesday, and I spoke to him this morning. He's doing well. He's in compliance with everything. He has a new job that he's wanted, but it's incredibly challenging to him. So he is trying to figure that job out, but he's doing well. And we're going to see him in person on the 19th at our graduation, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, I think that's it for specialty court. Good morning to you, Mr. Rosenthal. I do see we have pre-trial that's scheduled for 9:45, and then we have a trial, 3 trials and some formal hearings that are scheduled, and an arraignment at 1:30.
That's all the same person.
Right, I know he's all the same person. How did that arraignment ticket? Can you just check to see what date he got that ticket? It was issued?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like I'm only going to need one attorney for the 1:30 docket. I'll only need one person. And then we're gonna be on standby for the pre-trial, the 9:45 docket.
Yes, Judge. Yes,
Did we
and
see any arraignment?
that 1:30
Go ahead.
matter, Your Honor, is retained.
Oh, it is retained. Oh, okay, then you all won't be back at 1:30. How y'all luck up? Y'all don't get to see me Wednesday. or a half a day on Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all do that.
Yeah, he was never arraigned on that case, Judge. That's why I scheduled.
When was it issued though? When was the ticket issued?
Would have been last year, 2021.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Rosenthal, Mr. Rosenthal. He's not paying attention to us. All right, reminds me of somebody else. All right, so. And the fact that y'all laughing, you better not know who I'm talking about, Ms. Cleveland. All right. And so I wanted to ask Mr. I shouldn't have said it, but it just did remind me. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, you all are set. Just be on standby. I don't know if you just want to stay on. I'm not going to shut down because it'll make me have to go through a whole bunch of ropes to get back on, but we'll wait to see if the pretrial is going to show up on this morning.
And it does appear to be retained as well, Your Honor, but.
Oh, look at y'all. I can't stand y'all this morning. But listen, you all have earned it. Listen. For the days and the evenings that we have, I have no complaints. What I would love to do, today is Thursday, what I would love to do is to have a staff today for Monday and for, wait a minute, Monday, yes, Monday and Tuesday. That's what I would like us to do. Because after that, you know, we're running wild getting this graduation together, and I know you all are too. So can we staff this morning?
Yes, Judge.
I would like us to staff this morning. I know Mr. Reed would say yes, Judge.
Yes,
so
Judge.
Listen, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Griffin, Ms. Cleveland, can you all get the word out to the team that we're going to staff? Mr. Griffin just walked in. Mr. Griffin, I would like to staff this morning at, if we could do 10:30 would be great.
That'd be great, Judge.
Ooh, that's gonna be really good. I know everybody's running to get, me and Mr. Wade were last night working on stuff for graduation. So there's so much work that goes on outside of the courtroom. Sometimes people don't understand that. And so let's see. Oh, this is, yep. Mr. Griffin has done the warrant. Please make sure in the system for Mr. Centeno that it says, don't switch my bond and all of that stuff. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. All right, so if you all could get that word out for 10:30, I'll come back on at 10 o'clock to see if the 9:45 pretrial has showed up. I'll be listening. I'm not gonna shut down. And then we'll staff at 10:30 and y'all gonna be in good shape.
Yes.
Y'all looking too happy that y'all not gonna be fooling with me this afternoon. Y'all looking way too happy on a Thursday.
We're crying behind these smiles, Judge. We are.
Yeah, sure you are. If people only knew, if they only knew. All right, very
Your
good.
Honor,
Okay.
Can I ask one more
Yes,
thing?
sir.
Could we ask Miss Mack to send us a docket for next week?
Ms. Mack said no.
Okay, well, that's.
Ms. Mack said no.
We deserve that, but.
Ms. Mack is going to send you all the docket, all of us, for Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
And Ms. Cleveland is at home today.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm putting on the music. I'm sorry. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Attorney Dodds, are you getting on for the 9:45?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Yes, on Ehab El Jabali.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Where's your client? Is he with you?
I'm trying to explain to him how to log in on the online site. I think he's in the process right now of logging in.
All right, very good. So and you need to speak with Mr. Rosenthal, is that correct?
I do.
There we go.
All right, Attorney Rosenthal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Rosenthal, I know
Yes.
you multitask, and we talked about you a little bit, because I had like talked to you and you didn't hear nothing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
I see you though. You working. You're not over there eating your breakfast. You working. All right, Attorney Rosenthal, we need to place you in a breakout room with Attorney Dobbs. So can we do that at this time?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, I am going to assign you all to breakout room number 1.
Thank you, Judge.
So please accept that invitation. All right. All right. And then we'll be on standby. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, I'm releasing you all. This is not.
Thank you, Judge.
But you know you're on call because Mr. Centeno may walk in here
Very good, Your Honor. Yes.
or anybody else. So, no. Put that warrant in. Yes, yes. He was supposed to show up Tuesday. That was an old court date. Yeah, that was still in the system.
Yes.
All right, very good. So you all just be on standby. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you soon.
No, I'm not taking over. I'm not taking over. I'm not used to having this small dot. Okay, Miss Kim, I'm done. I'm not doing nothing else. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, you see Mr. Reed trying to get rid of me. I'll see you all at 10:30. 10:30. All right, thank you. Okay, you can mute me until, Mr. Rosenthal, go to that breakout room. All right.
Yes.
Good morning. The person who signed in as iPhone, may I have your name so I can change that for the judge?
Good morning. This is Attorney Joseph Dodds. I'm Ehab El Jabali.
Okay, that's who's on the screen?
Ehab El Jabali and Attorney Joseph Dodds. Yep.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
Oops, wrong one. I changed somebody's name.
Are the parties ready to proceed,
Yes, Your Honor.
counsel? All
Yes,
right,
Your Honor.
wonderful. I am going to call the case now. I have for Mr. Al-Jabali, SP 107-740-61. I also have case number 207-155-971. Counsel, your appearance.
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, Joseph Dodds, P77311.
I'm sorry,
P77.
one second, Mr. Dodds, one second. I'm sorry. I don't want you to talk to the wall. There we go. I have a face this morning, and I washed it too before I came to work. All right, go ahead, Mr. Dodds.
P77311 on behalf of Ehab El-Jabali, who is present via Zoom.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Al-Jabali, please state your full name.
Ehab El-Jabali.
Thank you and good morning to both of you. Counsel, today is the date scheduled for pretrial. How are the parties proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. So after talking with the prosecution, my client has completed the online traffic school. He presented me with the certificate that he did complete, paid for the class, did the class, did exactly what the prosecution was asking him to do, in which case they have agreed to reduce it down to disobeying a traffic cross guard coordinator, which is a 3-point civil infraction, I believe.
All right, and so that is for, wait, I don't have a civil infraction for your client.
I
We
believe
can't reduce a misdemeanor to a civil infraction.
Okay, so it's technically a traffic misdemeanor, I suppose then.
Okay, I'll need clarification because what I have before me for your client is no operator's license. And then the other matter I have is reckless driving.
Right. Did you get the offer from the prosecutor written up?
I did not. Can you get Mr. Rosenthal? Let me get it, counsel.
I apologize. I assumed that he sent the file over with virtual online court.
I know we're all online. I have the file. So, and he's working more than one courtroom today. So let's get that offer from him.
Yes. He's getting ready to zoom on, Your Honor.
Then Mr. Rosenthal, what is he doing? I scheduled staffing for 10:30. Can you let him know?
I believe he was in another courtroom.
Oh,
He
okay.
said he was going to sign on.
Sorry, Your Honor. I was in 333 with a pre-sentencing report.
Okay. That's okay. Can you place the offer on the record for me?
Yes, Your Honor. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807. In this case, Your Honor, the defendant did complete the defensive driving course. It was a reckless driving. However, with that course, we usually go from a 6-point to the 3-point. And so the recommended plea offer would be failure to comply with a school crossing guard.
So that the reckless driving, you're going to amend that to failure to comply. Give it to me again, failure to comply with.
Failure to comply with a school crossing guard, Your Honor, without the course, and this is always dependent on the SOS, we do drag racing. So those are the only two things we really can amend it to. And with the class, given the SOS, it's failure to comply with school crossing guard.
All right, and that is a misdemeanor. Is that correct, Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely. And
I
we're
appreciate
dismissing the driver's license, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Wonderful.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to have Mr. Al Jabali, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Al Jabali, you've heard the offer from the people. Do you wish to take advantage of that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so you've had an opportunity to talk with your attorney, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so, sir, you understand that you have a right to a trial with respect to both of the matters that are before this court on today, and that if I accept your plea of guilty as to either of the matters, that you are forever giving up your rights to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty on today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty today because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I don't see the attorney anymore. Where's the attorney?
The attorney just left. I don't know if he got kicked off or what, but he was here. And it just happened.
All right, let's see if he'll dial back in. Counsel, are you back with us?
No, Judge, that
That's
was
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed.
All right, Mr. Al Jabali, can you call your attorney, please, and see if he's going to join us? If not, I will have to adjourn this until my 1:30 docket, because I have to go to staffing.
Yes, Your Honor. So I don't have to leave the court. Just call him.
Do you have a way where you can call him?
Yeah.
Okay.
The store phone is
Go
okay.
ahead. Yes,
Yes,
mute
yes.
yourself and call your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I think his phone died, Your Honor, because I'm calling from different phones and it's the same thing.
All right, so sir, you'll have to come back on my 1:30 docket, okay?
1:30?
Yes, sir. Let your attorney know, okay? If you get him before then, you all can call the court clerk. She'll let me know and we'll make arrangements to see if that's not him, because I have a meeting that I'm getting ready to go into. We'll make arrangements to get your case done, okay? But until then, I don't want to just wait around. I'm gonna start my staffing and then we'll figure it out at 1:30, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. So just tell my attorney that we have to come back at 1:30 or before.
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
before he can call. Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I have to go down and get on my computer. I need you all to give me 5 minutes. I was almost there.